Alright, yeah. I think we're okay. Okay. Go ahead and let's move this on here. Just work your way down. Like that. So, hope all you folks out there are having a good time these holidays. Hope you acquire lots of new trains. That's always fun. Christmas time. Talk your wife into getting a new engine, or your dad, or your mom and dad if you're on the young side. So, always fun time of year. Good time of year to do the hobby. You get to flip this around. Stay inside when it's cold out and just work on the trains. That's my idea of a good time. Alright, now I flip this around. There's the frog. I've got this all gapped. Now I'm going to go ahead and work my way down. Okay, now in this, when you get to this part here, now you don't have to gap these here, actually. And actually I didn't need to gap these two ties right here, okay? All I needed to do, it's a little overkill. Now all I need to do is just cut gaps down the middle here. Just right down there. Alright, that's the only place you'll need to cut a gap. So once you get below the frog, let me do that. Okay. Alright. Make sure you got that foil out of the way. You don't want these rails making electrical contact. And alright. Alright, okay, we've got this. That gapped. Got that there. Okay, make sure you gotta cut a gap in a throw bar too. That's important. Use my finger, my thumb to hold this in place. Use a edge of the... Eventually these files kind of get, oops, so you can see what I'm doing, get clogged with solder. So these kind of files are cheap. You can get them cheap at the hobby store. Alright, got those gapped. This one, that. Now we start to get up here into the frog, so it starts closer to the frog, so it starts getting a little trickier. I think I already got that. Okay, I already gotten that one. I think I already got that. Yeah, I already got that. Okay. And go ahead and start gapping right here. Alright. Kind of cut and scrape that foil off. Make sure these two rails are isolated so we end up with no shorts whatsoever. Here's a little trickier part here where it's really narrow. And take the point of this and kind of scrape. Use one blade that's a little bit sturdier. Okay. So there we go. There, you can see the foil. Here, I can see the foil scrape off there. Alright, now that we've got this gapped, it's now time to check to make sure the rails are electrically isolated from each other. And if you hold on for a second, I'll need to get my makeshift tester, so I'll get back to you. Okay, now that we've got the foil cut between the rails. I'm going to go ahead and test this for short circuits. Now, you can buy short circuit detectors at probably get them at your hardware store or home supply store. I go with the more brute force method. I have a old MRC transformer, and it's just I test my short circuits by first turning this thing on and then just touching the wires to the opposite rails and seeing if they short out, because if they do, you're gonna get, am I gonna get anything? Oh well, you know, yeah, it's plugged in, never mind. You're gonna get a little spark, as you can see here. So never mind, I think I'm organized. And we've got a little sparking there.